Alright guys, welcome to the Art Wing. Today we're going to be interviewing art students and teachers, and we're going to ask them what their favorite experiences are, what inspired them, and everything about art class.
Yeah, I'd recommend art to other students. It's a very fun thing to do, and it helps you be more creative in other classes. What would I say to students that don't think they could make art? I think that you can tap into any part of you that's creative through art, and it doesn't necessarily have to be drawing or painting. It could be creating a sculpture or something like that.
My artwork was inspired by Romeo and Juliet because we were doing mythical creatures and I did a gnome. My opinion on Mr. Winkler is he's great and he inspires creativity and help when needed. And yeah.
My favorite project I did this year was the color wheel because we got to learn new skills on how to draw and color and persevere through the tasks.
I would call this community very welcoming because all the people are so nice and it's easy to make new friends, and the teachers are very helpful when you're struggling.
I would say what inspired me to be an art teacher was when I was in high school. I had a really amazing art teacher, and before high school, I didn't really consider myself a good student. And it wasn't until I started taking art classes that I felt I could be successful at something, and it kind of inspired me to continue being excited about learning in other subjects. Printmaking. I love printmaking. I would say because pretty much everyone has success with it, and it's super satisfying to kind of carve away into a linoleum block and then create multiples of the same artwork. It's kind of nice.
My favorite project that we've done so far might have been the food project because it was just like a food in general, and you could do whatever you wanted, and then you also could construct it in any way you wanted.
I think my favorite project would probably be the surface treatment plates that we did because we had a lot of freedom of how we could make them.
Something I could say about the environment in this class is it's very free because yeah, you have the projects, but you have a lot of freedom within the projects, and you can just let out a lot of creativity.
Yeah, I also think teachers in the art department push us to our potential, especially and help us create the best products that we can.
I feel like ceramics has definitely been my favorite. I take 2 classes right now in the art department, ceramics 1 and photography. I have really enjoyed this class. Making these creations has really been fun. We have made monsters, pumpkins, food, all sorts of cool stuff. And I highly recommend underclassmen taking ceramics if they haven't already, because it is a really fun class just to be creative and do your own thing. There's no really rules or limits as to what you can and cannot do with these projects. I think as a kid myself, I always thought art is too hard, but as I've gotten older, I've realized that it doesn't matter if you're good at art or not. What matters is being creative, and your projects don't have to be perfect. You're not Van Gogh or Monet or Da Vinci. You can do these things even if you feel like you can't.
The environment, I feel, is very welcoming in the classroom. A lot of students will come in uncertain, insecure, feeling the need that everything has to be perfect, feeling that they're not good drawers. But they come in, I think, first and foremost because they've heard from other students that it's a calming, comfortable place to be, and then you get to explore with materials that are really not that accessible to a lot of kids outside the building. But I think it's a calming environment. We challenge them for sure because it's not always comfortable for them, but I think for the most part, they enjoy the class. Ceramics is one of my favorites, yeah. Over the years, I've taught multiple classes in the art department, but everything's kind of come back to ceramics. Hands-on, more hands-on for me. That changes all the time because I love experimenting. And now with social media, we see so many more techniques out there. So I would have to say my favorite project is experimenting with new techniques and forms.
Thank you for watching our interviews. I hope you enjoyed. We'll send it back to the studio.